Thank you to all the ladies, all the mothers out there whose child have been used by Black Lives Matter to build political power.
Keep going in on their ass.
On their damn neck. Just keep calling them out. We already know they frauds. We just keep the pressure on them. We've been on them for about 3 months now, maybe even 4. Heavy on them for at least the last month. Just keep it going. But anyway, Breonna Taylor's mother, Tamika Palmer, calls Black Lives Matter Louisville a fraud. Now,
fraud.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't the Louisville chapter the same one that called them out asking for more donations, or was that the Ferguson? I can't remember.
Who now?
There was a chapter that came out with what's the kid that died in Ferguson? Was it Ferguson? Mike Brown. Mike Brown's father was putting a video with one of these chapters, and he was asking for $20 million from Black Lives Matter. So we're going to just go through the article and see exactly what Miss Tamika Palmer had to say. She said, "I think it's crazy when people say they've been here since day one. Let me be clear. Christopher 2 times, the Montgomery family, Angie, Sherry, Tawan, and Craig is the one and only day ones, not to mention Breonna's friends and family, but they've never needed recognition. Immediately following is Until Freedom." Yes, that's the I'm pretty sure that's the thing we remember. "I have never personally dealt with Black Lives Matter Louisville and personally have found them to be fraud."
Damn.
Attica Scott, another fraud.
Damn.
Then there's the people in Injustice Square, aka Breeway, who have been 100 and held it down, but that doesn't go to say everyone down there, but they know who they are and they also needed recognition. I could walk in a room full of people who claim to be here for Breonna's family who don't even know who I am. I was wondering that. Whenever family members go to these meetings that allegedly are for these people that were killed by police, how often do they walk into these meetings and the people don't even know who they are? They have to introduce themselves. Like, oh, that's my cousin. That's my sister. That's my daughter.
That's pretty bad.
That's my son. That's crazy. You hear from my daughter and you don't even know who I am. How is that even possible? I've watched y'all raise money on behalf of Breonna's family who have never done a damn thing for us, nor have we needed it. Or asked, so talk about fraud. It's amazing how many people have lost focus. Shake my damn head. I'm so sick of some of y'all, and I was last. Anybody who needs it, I'm with the shit. Damn. She said, I'm with the shit. She calling for smoke.
She calling for smoke.
We saw Samaria biscuit. We saw a little while ago Samaria Rice called out Tamika Mallory. Then we saw her come out with a Cadillac commercial, which validated everything she said.
The Cadillac commercial is gone, by the way. It's no longer on YouTube.
Yeah, it probably played on TV every once in a while. And then we saw Patrisse Cullors. Lord,
they be on her ass,
and they should be. She called.
Shout out to Tone Talk.
Tone Talk been on her ass daily.
Stay on her ass.
Get them out of here. But she was talking about how she bought, I think, 3 to 4 homes worth $3.4 million in California and Georgia, and her excuse was, "Oh, the homes are not mine; they're my family's." What's the difference? You still buying these expensive ass homes for your family? That should live comfortable.
That made it better.
I guess that make it better. It's not hers. You buying these $1 million homes for your family. That sounds crazy.
So she don't live in it. She buying it for family members.
That's what she say.
That's some bullshit.
That's what she say. Now she had an interview with Mark Lamont Hill. And man,
let's not even get started on
Mark
his weak
Lamont
ass.
Hill.
He got a thing for Middle Eastern chicks. He stay in the Middle East fighting for the fucking Middle East instead of fighting for fucking black people.
No, he fighting for Palestinians. But anyway, Mark Lamont Hill, the fall of grace that he's been dealing with. But anyway, so Patrisse Cullors went on his show and he interviewed her. And people called him out and said, "How you don't interview none of these families, but you interview her?"
Well, that's what they do. They never interview the families. They go get the people who the public are convicting to make them come on and clear up their side of the story. You never get to hear from the family members.
Exactly. The same thing happened when AOC, the politician,
Jimmy Dore called that out.
Said something. Somebody had critiqued her for something she said, and the police showed up their house. The police showed up to their house because they critiqued her in a tweet, saying that they threatened her.
Yeah.
And when he called it out, and then they went to interview AOC.
Instead of going to go interview him.
Yeah, interviewing the person who the cops came to his house. But anyway, we're going to get into this. Mark Lamont Hill, he did say this is a new show of his, and he will like to interview those families. Let's give them a chance.
What show is this? What show is his network?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't even know what network.
Is he replacing Roland Martin?
Maybe.
Did you know she was on Roland Martin's show too, and they was talking about how he did not hold her feet to the fire either when he had on. But that's to be expected.
We expect rolling
with his
poly,
fat ass.
we know.
From the left, that would say, if you are a trained Marxist, if we're talking about a certain kind of radical politic, that extravagant homes of any sort or multiple properties of any sort is itself contradictory to the ideology that you hold. And so it's not about having money per se, but that it's about, or about property per se, but it's about there being a potential contradiction between your expressed politics and your lived practice.
Sure. And I think that is a critique that is wanting. And I say that because the
what does that mean? What does that mean when it says she's an activist and artist? What do it mean, artist? I mean, poet? Is that her artistry?
Well, she came out with that video. Did she come out with that video?
No, we ain't gonna talk about her dancing for end white supremacy. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Hey,
we already have a video on that. But what did it mean by that?
The way that I live my life is in direct support to Black people, including my Black family members, first and foremost.
Ain't you dating?
No, she with a biracial woman.
Okay.
Yeah. And for so many Black folks who
Lord, folks, I'm so tired of y'all talking about fucking Black folks
who are able to invest in themselves and their community, they choose to invest in their family. And that's what I've chosen to do. I have a child, I have a brother that has severe mental illness.
Choke no joke said y'all dykes be out here getting pregnant, then leave these men and go check up with these women.
That's crazy.
That I take care of. I support my mother.
What does any of this got to do with you spending millions of dollars on homes?
Where you get your money from?
Now, if you follow this situation, Black Lives Matter actually came out and defended her, saying that she did not take money from them and all that other stuff. But whatever. We all know more than likely every last one of them. You didn't even see these people associate with each other no more. It's like they took their split of the pie and they went their separate ways. Cause what's her name? I'm sorry. Is it her? I can't remember if she's the one who's now the leader of the whole thing, or is it the other one?
Well, you don't really hear from the other one that much.
She just disassociated herself.
Yeah.
So I think it's this one. I might be wrong. I'm gonna look it up.
She's the one that has a stepfather that's Jewish, right?
All of them. Let me say this.
Her name was Alicia
Garza.
Yeah.
Every last one of these women have association with a white man teaching them their ideology. Every last one of them.
I'm not
from a white man.
Say what?
I learned. I researched all this stuff. I got something coming down the pipe. It might be a while before I put it out, but every last one of them got their ideology.
Don't be
from
like a
Caucasian.
YouTuber that said they're gonna be putting stuff out and it never come out.
They all got the ideology from a Caucasian man. But this is her coming to the defense of Black Lives Matter.
She got a tat on her chest.
Yeah, a lot of them started getting that Arab. Anyway, we're not even getting to that. But she came out in defense of Black Lives Matter because they've been under fire for a couple months now. Like I said, they feeling that heat. The fact that they're being forced to come from underneath them rocks and show their face now.
I'm not gonna say what Jamel Hill looked like.
Diggums.
Also, really worry about us right now. And this isn't about Samaria. This is.
You hear what she just said? It's not about her. That says a lot.
Is about our movement. We are absolutely winning right now.
How you winning?
Arrogant.
How
she said, "Fuck Samir."
Yeah, that's what she said. Fuck Samir. It's about us. Now listen. This woman who co-founder of Black Lives Matter said right now, Black Lives Matter. She didn't say. She said they're winning. Now, what does winning mean? Winning should mean legislation is being passed. People are being prosecuted at a higher level. Less deaths should be happening.
Less deaths towards Black people.
Complete police reform should be happening, but it's not. What she's saying is we're getting jobs and we're getting this bread.
Yeah.
Basically, she's saying that we coming up, we're getting caked up.
She's not saying Black Lives is winning. She's saying her and Patrisse Cullors
and the
leaders, they are winning because they're making this dough.
Not just them, and the ones that are associating themselves with them, like Tamika Mallory and all them. And it's sad that all these are women.
Win.
It's sad that all these are women. So when we do this, it sounds like we're just coming at these black women. But it's like, let's be honest. How many black men are being associated with this group? They've made an effort to make sure no black men were associated at a leadership position with Black Lives Matter. The closest you can get is maybe Mark Lamont Hill. Sean King, even though he made sure to point out he's not.
My Sean, right?
And what's the other guy with a blue vest?
DJ. D-Ray.
D-Ray. He even made sure to point out on Twitter, I am not associated with Black Lives Matter, the organization.
Shit was gonna get hot.
He did that early, like 3 years ago. He said, I'm not associated with the organization, just the movement. So we're not just coming at black women when we do this. They're the ones who are leading it. That's just the facts.
Absolutely. We have done more than change the conversation. We changed the balance of power in the federal government. We are winning.
What power?
What do you do in the federal government?
Oh, you mean getting Kamala Harris elected?
Kamala.
You mean getting some couple black people some jobs in the government?
Getting some more Marxist and communist people into the White House. That's what y'all help do.
Exactly. It's basically we help some people get some jobs. Basically.
And when you start to win, there are all kinds of forces that try to keep you from winning.
She's basically calling Samir Rice and all them agents.
So why didn't Jamel Hill get what's her name?
Who?
Tamir's Rice's mother. Why didn't she get her on the show? Y'all supposed to be for the people.
They don't talk to the people though. They talk to the ones that's been chosen to be leaders.
That's how we know y'all part of the establishment. You're not for black people.
This is when she exposed herself. Remember when Ice Cube was going around with his contract for Black America and he got lambasted for even listening to Donald Trump, even though I don't think Biden has met with him yet. He announced a few months ago that Biden gave him an email, or his team did. That still ain't happened. They still ain't met up with Ice Cube, by the way. They said they would. But anyway.
Joe Biden has not done anything for black people since he's been in office, but he's done things for Native Americans. He's done things for, what's the other group he do something for? Oh, he passed the anti-Asian bill. But what has he done for black people?
Anti-Asian hate, you mean? But yeah. But this right here is when she really exposed herself, Miss Alicia Garza, I'm sorry. When she came at Ice Cube, and listen to what Ice Cube had to say in this clip. He gave a shout out to a group that he felt like was not being controlled, and she didn't like what he said.
Things for black people. And so, Alicia, go right ahead. If you have a question for Ice Cube, you've got a question for Alicia, go ahead.
Hey, Cube, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. So, I mean, I guess my first...
He already knows she on bullshit. You can see how he already know.
Question would be, you know, we're in the midst of an incredible movement moment. Folks are all over the country, have been organizing for over 7 years, if not longer, trying to turn Black Lives Matter into a movement that can impact not just protest, but also policy. I did have a chance to read both versions of the contract with Black America, and I'm just curious, are there activists or organizers in this movement that you've been connected to who have been doing some of this legislative advocacy and policy advocacy work?
Yeah, we connected with ADOS, and we helped get a bill passed in California. Governor Gavin Newsom passed AB 3121, which starts the conversation about reparations in California. We have been connected with, a grassroots organization. We want to connect with as many grassroots organizations who are not connected to any other so-called powers that be, strictly grassroots. And we definitely want to connect with them, people who definitely have no ulterior motives.
He's talking shit to her.
He's talking shit to her face.
Because he never said he wanted to connect with Black Lives Matter because he does not consider you a grassroots movement.
You feel like you have ulterior motives, and we know you do. He made sure to say, I work with ADOS. I am working with a black group. Grassroots. That's about the
And y'all
about
like to pretend like y'all don't know who ADOS is, by the way.
Stung her. You telling her face when she went to straight up that fake smile or in stone faced, she already, that ADOS part stung the hell out of her.
Who really just want to see money get in the hands of the people who built this country and the ancestors and family of the people that built this country.
Do you think that Black Lives Matter?
She's totally ignored.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to play the whole clip where she asked the question. She said, do you think that Black Lives Matter is not a real organization? She made a point how she gets death threats and how that makes them a grassroots. She said, she basically trying to say, look, we go through shit. We're a real organization. We get death threats, which it didn't matter what she said. It had nothing to do with what was going on. But yeah, finally, we starting to see this continuing punching of them Black Lives Matter.
Get them dykes out of here. What? Yeah, it's true. Get the fucking dykes out of here.
Man, hold on. I just realized how censored we are.
Exactly.
When you said that, I paused. And I don't know why.
Wow. I don't know why the fuck you paused.
I don't know why I paused. Like, yeah.
What do you want me to say? Get these
you can't, because violence, man, words are violence. They tell you that nowadays. But,
shit.
But anyway, man.
You better be glad they ain't in North Carolina.
Thank you, Miss Tamika Palmer, and all the other people that are calling them out. A lot of people have lost their lives calling them out during SEAL. But I'm glad more people are starting to call it out. Hopefully for righteous reasons. I got to say that. Hopefully it's for the righteous reasons. But regardless, shout out to them. And all praise to the Most High, and peace.